Talking of transforming things, there's quite a few changes that have been happening lately and are placed very close to our hearts, the very own Blue Peter office. Now, it's all about computers. Although almost every school in the country has one, we haven't had any in our office until last week, that is.
Welcome to a behind-the-scenes tour of the Blue Peter production office. This is the powerhouse of Blue Peter, where all the ideas for the programme are researched, scripted and turned into television. As you can see, it isn't the tidiest of places, and you never quite know what you're going to come across next. I mean, there's things like pictures of past presenters lying around, obviously very old, and look at this. See what I mean? Caroline? The main problem is that there's paper everywhere. We go through sackloads of it every week. Newspaper cuttings, names and addresses, letters, scripts. And wouldn't it be great if we could cut down on the vast amount of paper that we use? It could save trees and it would make this place much neater. Well, putting ideas for the programme, scripts, names and addresses into computers would definitely cut down on the paper that we go through.
Now, as well as saving papers, computers are also a lot more clever than typewriters. Because if you make a mistake, don't believe it, all you can do is rip the paper out and put it in the bin. But computers have the answer, and with a little bit of help of television magic, stand by for a computerised Blue Peter office. Well, this all looks a lot neater. What exactly can computers do, and how can they help Blue Peter get on the air much more smoothly? Now, as you can see, we've got the Blue Peter script here, and down one side we've got some camera shots, and down the other side of the words we speak, the script. Now, obviously, from programme to programme, the camera shots and the script will change, but one thing the computer can do is to remember all this layout. All these words on here represent some scripts that we made earlier. Now then, what we have to do to make it work is press this button here. That's the right one to use. And then we've got the Blue Peter opening montage from London and the Northern Ireland script. And you can see Mark's speeches here. And there's mine and Karen's.
Now, the computer doesn't just help you with standard layouts like letters and scripts. It also checks your spelling. For instance, still on the Northern Ireland script, there's a paragraph here that reads, something, Northern Ireland forgetting all the pictures, P-I-C-T-U-I-R-E-S, and sound T. Obviously, that's spelt wrong. So, to see what we can do to correct that, press Alt and O. It says check document spelling, press return. That's it, yes. It gives some suggestions here. It says pictures, picturesque, picturesquely. Well, we'll go for number one, because number one's right. Pictures. There, that's right. And in fact, I could go through the whole script and check all the spelling mistakes.
As a spelling corrector, it's great, but there's a more serious reason why the computers were installed, as Blue Peter's editor Lewis Bronze explained.
We get hundreds of ideas in this office. We get ideas from newspapers, from people's letters. Some of them might be for programmes that we're doing in months' time. Some might be for programmes we're doing next week or the week after. So we have to keep track of them in some way, and that's been very difficult in the past. The idea is that the computer will help us do that. It'll help us be more efficient. It'll help us do the routine things we have to do all the time better. And then we can spend more time worrying about the programme and less time worrying about all the things that have to be done but aren't terribly important, aren't terribly interesting to do. So we're going to make the programme even better, we hope.
One of the best things about our new computer system is the way that we can communicate with the Blue Peter office from anywhere in the world using one of these, a portable computer. It works just like the computers in the office, but unlike them, it can be really easily carried around. Now, for example, we're on our outside broadcast at the moment in Northern Ireland, but if I wanted to, I could send scripts or messages straight back to the office or indeed to anywhere in the world. I've already typed out a note here, so all I have to do is sign off and press this button, and with any luck at all, this message should be whizzing its way across the Irish Sea right at this moment.
I've got to say, I am totally baffled by computers, but these are marvellous. Anybody can do it. Now, if you look at my screen, you'll see that a message is flashed up at the bottom to say that Karen, who is in Northern Ireland right now, has got a message that she wants to send to me. So I've got to press a couple of buttons and see what that message is. There it is. Hi, Mark. The weather is great in Northern Ireland. Wish you were here. Right, okay. So I'll have to just type something back to her. Just type it out. Press a few more buttons, and it goes back over to her. Brilliant.
Another really useful facility the computer can do is to store large amounts of information or data that can be called up by just pressing one key. For example, we have a program diary which lists all sorts of up-and-coming news items on it. I can even find out what films are being planned by tapping into the computer. And here we have the story, and the title is Raven at the Tower, and this is the date that we hope to transmit it, or have transmitted it. And then this is all the information we need to know, and about how we're running a competition for the naming of the Raven.
Mark! When there are problems, everyone turns to Mark Robbins, our computer expert.
Mark! Mark, we need you, Mark!
Mark, why do you think this computer system is particularly suitable for Blue Peter?
Well, it's very powerful, good value for money, and does exactly everything that the Blue Peter office needs.
Is it easy to work?
It's extremely easy to work. Even these morons can use it.
Mark!
Now, as you've seen, computers can do lots of different things, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Computers can do much, much more.
And we're hoping that they will help us to make better Blue Peters. In the meantime, computers might not get a lunch break, but we certainly do. And what better way to spend it than to play a game of
Pac-Man!
Yay!
Ooh, nearly. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh dear. One thing we haven't found is a computer that's got Mark's sense of humour.